Welcome to Investing Insights. I'm Vivian Deniz. Speaking with me today is CEO of Northern Freegold, John Burges. John, thank you for joining me today.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here.
Just to start off, can you tell us a little bit more about Northern Freegold and your project in the Yukon?
Sure. Northern Freegold is it's a Yukon gold and copper company. We're at the exploration development phase. We found a significant resource already, so we're already over 3 million ounces of gold. Our property is sizable. It's around 200 square kilometers. It's about 200 kilometers north of Whitehorse, the capital of the Yukon, so the main industrial center. We're in an area called the Tintina Belt, so it's a very large gold and copper district. So some of our neighbors include Western Copper, Teck, Capstone with its Minto copper mine is producing just about 30 kilometers north of us. So we're in a mining district, and we found a lot of ounces already.
One of the big things about the Yukon is infrastructure. How does that play into your property?
Well, of course, it's absolutely critical when you're in the north of Canada that you have infrastructure. It can make and break a project, irrespective of the amount of ounces or the grade. And we are extremely well situated. We have a road into our property, so we have we're right off the main Klondike Highway, which is the north-south route up to Dawson from the capital, from Whitehorse, and then we have a government-maintained road all the way through to our mine camp. So obviously having a road in reduces your exploration costs because you can truck in all your rigs and equipment, and it's a key advantage we have. And with the road, you also get often electricity and power. So right now there is a grid power at the Minto mine, which is 30 kilometers north of us. So we're very close to tapping into the commercial grid, which again substantially reduces our both operating costs and capital expenditure costs if this becomes a mine in the next few years.
So what could we expect from Northern Freegold in 2013?
Well, it's going to be a pivotal year for us. We've just announced, as of last week, a new resource from our drilling in 2013. And that was very well received by the market. We added ounces of gold at our Nucleus gold deposit. Now, in parallel with that resource update, we've been working on an engineering study, which is in mining parlance is the preliminary economic assessment. That'll be our first economic study. We're anticipating completing that in the next few months, and I think that will hopefully shine some light on the true economics of the property that we have. On the back of that, hopefully we'll be able to go out and grow the resource further. We're sitting on a very substantial geophysical and coincidental geochemical anomaly. It's about 8 kilometers long. We've only maybe explored and drilled 5% of that. So, we've already got 3 million ounces of gold, which is one of the largest deposits in the Yukon. But I think we've really just started to scratch the surface of what we have between the two deposits, Revenue and Nucleus.
You mentioned your new resource estimate for the Nucleus deposit, so the results are quite significant?
Yeah, I mean, the company's had terrific success in growing its resource. It's up about 700% over the last 4 years, so we've really been very successful in growing it year on year. We've got two deposits that are adjacent to each other, sitting on this geophysical anomaly. They're about 3 kilometers apart. We believe they'll both be bulk tonnage open pittable style projects. One is called Nucleus. It's 95% gold, and the adjacent deposit is Revenue, which is about a third gold, a third copper, and third molybdenum. And the new resource we put out last week was for Nucleus, and we grew our gold ounces up to about 1.3 million. And we have now in total, as I say, around 3 million gold ounces across the property.
In their coverage recently of Northern Freegold, Lewin mentioned a target of $1.44 for your shares. What kind of challenges are you facing in achieving this goal?
Well, that's right, and that's compared to our current stock price, which is around 13 cents. So, they obviously have some faith in the project, the infrastructure around it, and the resource we have. I think what they're looking at is the economics. So the PEA will be, of course, a key component of that. If we can demonstrate the project has viability based on the existing ounces, that'll be tremendous. I think they also appreciate, perhaps better than some, that the amount of discoveries so far that we've found on the property is fairly small compared to what we think's out there. I mean, we've really, we did a Titan 24 Quantex survey a couple of years ago, and we've identified 12 targets. We've drilled only a couple of them, and we believe there's a lot more ounces to find on the property.
So you're very confident with the project?
Very confident with the project. You know, the Yukon is a great place to be mining. It's ranked in the top 10 in the world by the Fraser Institute. It's got very low political risk. You know, it's in Canada. So given all the resource nationalism you're seeing around the rest of the world, it's a terrific place to be mining. And we've got a wonderful property there. We've got road and very close to power infrastructure with a property that we think is likely to grow in size. So yeah, we're very well positioned.
Well, it sounds very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Vivian.
Thank you very much for joining me.
Bye-bye.
So that was John Burges, CEO of Northern Freegold. Northern Freegold trades on the Toronto Venture Exchange under the symbol NFR and on the OTCQX under the symbol NFRGF. I'm Vivian Deniz for Investing Insights. Thank you for joining me.